What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of Plus Club on Tasty Loot Gaming, the show where we play games that are offered to us on PlayStation Plus throughout the month. We hope you do the same, and then we talk about the end of the month. Before we get into the games that we played this prior month, what games are coming out this upcoming month?
So for May 2016, we have Tropico 5?
Which is a SimCity type game that's been popular on PC.
Yeah, City Builder. We have Tabletop Racing World Tour, which is a racing game where you play as miniature cars.
In the same vein as like those old Sega like Matchbox box car games. Actually looks kind of neat. I'm a little excited for this one.
Yeah, and the other one is a Vita PS4 crossover game called Switch Galaxy Ultra. It looks very reminiscent of games like Audio Surf and I can't remember the other one now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a rhythm racer type game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it just seems like it's you're on a track and you're kind of dodging stuff and to a beat or whatever. So looks interesting. I think the one out of these three that I'm most interested in is the racing game. Tropico 5. I'm a little interested to see how that translates to PS4.
Yeah.
But make sure to play those games this upcoming month. We're gonna do the same. We're gonna talk about it at the end of the May. At the end of May. But yeah. So April, right?
Yes.
For the month of April, we got Zombi, which is a game that came out on the Wii U, and we got Dead Star. Got Dead Star. So let's jump into Zombie first. This is a game you were a little apprehensive to play. You typically don't like survival horror games too much.
Not at all.
I actually played this on the Wii U before I played on PS4, but I want to know your opinion on it first.
Well, you can tell it was definitely designed for the Wii U when you're playing it, because a lot of the functionality that pauses the game, you can definitely tell that was originally meant for the Pro Pad or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I don't actually have anything negative to say about the game, to be honest. It's not my type of game. I probably will never play it again, but it played well. A little floaty aiming maybe, but like it plays fine. The only thing I didn't like at all was like in order to use your cricket bat, or if that is what everyone gets in the beginning, you have to like hold the aim button first and then swing, which I thought was a little weird for the melee.
Feels a little clunky.
Yeah, but otherwise, I mean, it was neat that it had a couple different elements in the game that you don't really see in a lot of survival horror games, like being able to like do like a radar ping to locate stuff, or scan to see if there's loot inside of stuff without wasting time, like necessarily digging through it. Yeah, no, I mean it was pretty neat. I feel pretty neutral about it, to be honest, though.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's a lot better than I thought you were gonna say. Because I knew before going into it you weren't gonna be too into it.
Yeah.
Just because of the nature of the game, which is fair. Like I said before, I played this on Wii U. It was one of the first games I bought for the Wii U. It was like on sale for $15. And I actually thought it was pretty cool on the Wii U. And I'm talking about it specifically because it's going to wrap into the PS4 impression. I liked that everything you did had to do with the Wii Pad. It seemed really cool for the Wii U. I played it on PS4 and I've been curious about it. I almost bought it on PC when I saw it came out for PC.
Right.
I'm glad I didn't. Because I already own it, and I got it for free. I played it on PS4. Looks a little better, but it plays like a lower end indie game for the PS4. It feels like taking a step back for me. On the Wii U, it felt fine, but on the PS4, I feel like all the things that made the game special were special because of the Wii U.
Yeah.
Look in your inventory. You pause on PS4. When you look in your inventory on the Wii U, you look at your pad while your guy's just standing there. There's a turret gun in like at the beginning of the game. For anyone who played it, as a reference, on the Wii U, you actually use the motion control on the Wii Pad and you shot with that. Whereas on this, you just kind of control it.
Yeah.
So, like I said before, for the PS4, I feel like it's a step back. The whole time I was playing it, especially with the melee combat, it made me want to go play Dead Island or, better yet, Dying Light. I think those are games that do what Zombie does way better. The game's not bad, but it's such a thrown together game. It feels like for the PS4.
It does feel a lot like Dead Island to me. In the clunky nature.
It feels like a second-rate Dead Island, but but on the Wii U, it made sense.
Yeah.
The game was way easier on PS4 because the controller was easier to use for me. I didn't have as much issues. It's almost weird that, like, because you're holding this huge fucking Wii pad on the Wii U, that almost made the game more difficult.
Right.
But it felt right. It was really weird. Like, I just feel like this game only works on the Wii U because it is a lower end game that was thrown together for the Wii U specifically by Ubisoft to kind of make a mature game for the Wii U. As for the PS4, there's so much more offered on the PS4 or PC that does everything Zombie does, aside from the small things that the Wii U specifically did, better. So it was neat to see it translate over, but I think I would prefer to play it again on the Wii U, just because it was made for that. And I don't think I will play this on PS4 ever again. It did feel floaty. It did feel clunky. It just didn't feel right. And all that clunkiness just made more sense on the Wii U because it's a lesser system and the controller's bigger and had a lot more going on.
Yeah.
So overall, I would suggest this to anyone who's curious, but if you're just looking for a zombie game, I would not suggest it. I would suggest Dying Light way before it because it is a way more robust and streamlined game that's just more fun.
Yeah, I'm probably in the same boat as far as recommendations go. I can't really think of a whole lot of people I would actively go out of my way to like sell this game to.
If somebody's like, I've played fucking every zombie game and I want more zombie games because I'm not tired of that, I would say, have you tried Zombie?
Yeah.
And then I would tell them it's not that great, but it's alright. Like, it's not bad. It has some cool ideas. I like when you die, your character's dead, and you play as another character, and you have to go find your body.
Rogue Legacy or whatever.
Yeah, and it also kind of, it feels like a softer version of, like, Daisy. Because in Daisy, you're dead. You got to go find your body before someone else does, except for you're playing a single player game. But yeah, overall, I wouldn't suggest it to anybody, which is kind of fucked up. But I mean, it was free on well, as free as it can be on PlayStation Plus, so I'm not complaining. It was cool. I saved money not buying when it first came out for PC, and I got to check it out. And I know now that it's strictly a Wii U game. It's meant for that. So, anything else on that?
No, I mean that pretty much covers it. I did not delve too deep into the game before I pretty much had my opinion. So
yeah, yeah. I only played it for like an hour, to be honest, because I had played it more on the Wii U. I was more so just kind of seeing how it translated. So
yeah.
But yeah, let us know in the comments below. Did you play Zombie? What'd you think of it? Did you play it on Wii U? What'd you think of it on that? If you're not interested in it, are you still getting around to it? Let us know. The second game we played this month was Dead Star, which is a top-down space game that is very much a MOBA. It feels
Definitely
like to me.
Inspired, yeah.
Yeah. It is primarily a online multiplayer game, which was really surprising to see a game released on PlayStation Plus. That's just a multiplayer game. I mean, it's pretty much just like that when that Twisted Metal game came out, Hardware Rivals.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see multiplayer games, but in a way, it's good because it's kind of getting the community together.
What else
on
makes
these free
sense?
games.
The reason you get PlayStation Plus, besides obviously the goodies, is to play online. So.
Yeah, so I played throughout the tutorial, and then I played a couple matches online, so I didn't invest a shitload of time into this, but you get the point as soon as you play it. I think it was kind of neat in the way it almost felt kind of like a bullet hell game a little bit. But the thing I struggled with was the more I played it, the more I realized I was just playing a MOBA, and I'm not really too into that. The game modes are kind of neat. I like how you have to attack their bases and break them down and then take them. Kind of like King of the Hill, and then go grab resources and build it up, whatever, for your defenses. But in multiplayer matches, and it might be because it's a brand new game, it just felt chaotic.
Yeah.
It felt like people weren't working together. It felt like people weren't getting things accomplished. It felt like people were just looking around, looking for people to kill, like a lot of multiplayer games. And if the MOBA aspect wasn't dissuading for me already, the chaotic nature of the multiplayer very much kind of just made it unenjoyable for me. What'd you think of it?
Also not a huge MOBA fan. However, I do want to say a couple things. Like, I love the art design. I think it's really nice when you get to see, like, you know, the gal who's teaching you stuff in the tutorial versus, like, your character model, and then you can actually go through eventually and unlock more skins, essentially, or portraits. That's what I want. And they're all drawn really well. It's got a really neat style.
Had good music too,
And
surprisingly.
it has.
I like the music.
It's got good music. I mean, it plays just fine.
Plays, yeah, as good as it's gonna play.
And I think there's a lot of neat ideas there. I think the one thing that would push this game for me to actually make me want to play it more is, and this is probably because of playing Battleborn now though, is a storyline co-op story mode with co-op or single player. Because I think the gameplay itself is okay, but I'm not really into playing MOBAs for the sake of competition. Like, it does nothing for me. But I do like the fact that it is a loot base. It does have loot in it.
Yeah.
And that you
cool.
had a story to progress to and a reason other than just like playing competition with people, I think you'd get a bigger audience. Because this is, for someone like myself, I mostly play cooperative or single player games. That would pull me towards this game.
I think I mean, if you're playing multiplayer versus another team and playing with people you know, you pretty much are playing co-op in a way. But I think it would be cool to just kind of play a cooperative mode of that game with friends. Just all in all, it was really hard for me to get into. Nothing against the game. I want to be clear on that. It's not a bad game in any way. And I absolutely would suggest this to anyone who likes MOBAs or anybody who likes space games, multiplayer, competitive games. I would suggest it to so many people. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like I said, I have nothing negative to say about the game other than it's just not my cup of tea. I would also recommend this to most MOBA people who like multiplayer games. If you're just looking for something even a little different to play on your PlayStation versus other people, besides playing like Call of Duty or Rocket League, this is a
definitely
nice,
refreshing.
change of pace. Yeah,
It's definitely refreshing. It's different. It doesn't feel like a lot of things, and plays well. I also don't think it's that big of a game, so it won't take up a whole lot of room on your hard drive, which is kind of nice if you just want to get into a game and play against people. But yeah, overall, cool ideas. Thematically, I think it looks really good. Just like I've emphasized already, not really our type of game, but if it is your type of game, definitely check it out. It's really cool. Hopefully you did. I think that's about it for me.
Yeah, that's about it for me. I not to say it was a bad month. This is definitely a weaker month for Plus games, in my opinion.
Definitely, this is those underwhelmed I've been so far in the PlayStation Plus games.
Well, like next month, I'm definitely looking forward to trying out Tropico. I've never legitimately got to play one. I like city builder games, so should be fun to try out. And like you said, the tabletop racing game, that looks entertaining. So.
I used to love those type of games when I was a kid. So like to see one in 3D looks pretty good. Looks like it has some humor there. It looks like there's a Breaking Bad RV you could drive. I always like the idea of playing in miniatures in like a place you shouldn't be racing.
Yeah.
Like desks and stuff like that. Looks really neat. And then the Audio Surf game, whatever that was called.
I'm sure it'll be a good
it looks interesting.
one-day play. So
yeah.
I don't know, obviously.
Unless those unlocks, then I think I might like it more.
Yeah, but I mean, like I've played games like that for a long time, like Rez. That game's classic. So.
Yeah. If it has good music and the gameplay is addicting, I think that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
So, but I'm definitely looking forward to those. But let us know in the comments. Did you play Dead Star? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you not interested in it? Are you looking forward to playing it still? Let us know. But I think it's going to do it for this short episode of Plus Club on Tasty Loot Gaming. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to check us out on Tumblr and Twitter, Tasty Loot Gaming. Check us out on Twitch, Sleep Division. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode, and check out our other mini episodes. Till Friday, we have Loot Chest, right? We'll see you later. My name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And take it easy.